Welcome to the All-in-One channel. I'm Kelley Rosano, and this is Gemini, February 2013. Gemini, we start off February with all the planets direct, and this is in effect until Saturn goes retrograde on February 18th. This is the time for you to start a new job, launch a new project, start a new relationship, join a company, join a group. Now's the time to take action. Because when we jump in, when all the planets are direct, it's like jumping on a giant wave that will carry you into 2014. So whenever I do electional astrology or Hori astrology, when's the best time to get married, when's the best time to do this, I always look for these windows of opportunity, the best opportunity to take action. Now's the time. Do it. Go for it. Now we start off February with the Sun in Aquarius, Venus is in Aquarius, and that's a sister sign to you, Gemini. So the universe is pouring all kinds of positive energy into you, to empower you, to strengthen you, again, to give you the go for it. And this is very harmonious and uplifting, so you must be feeling good now. You must be feeling good in February, end of January, into February. And I really like this energy because it's lighting up the area of your life that has to do with jump on the plane, travel to South America, jump on the plane, go somewhere, freedom, expansion, spirituality. And if you can't leave physically, you can do outer body travel. And this is a wonderful energy to be teaching, to be learning, to be traveling, to expand your consciousness, to take a look at your beliefs and how they're working for you. Because we don't get what we want, we get what we believe. And so we want to have beliefs that work for us. And I really like this energy. Now, Martial Mars goes into mystical Pisces as well on February 1st and joins up with Neptune in the area of your life that has to do with your destiny in the world. And so, you know, there can be some confusion when Mars and Neptune hook up with each other, because Mars is our drive in life. It's our get up and go. And Neptune is God. It's dimensions of God we could never even begin to understand in the human form. So whenever we get, you know, hooked up with Neptune, that's why we always get confused or deluded, because we try to put the human, you know, understanding on it, and it's spiritual. It's not human. So Mars can have you sidetracked on the 4th. So just be aware of that. And the 4th through the 6th, really, because your ruling planet enters Pisces on the 5th and hooks up with Neptune on the 6th. Now, on the one side, it gives you incredible creativity, incredible compassion for the world. It can have you dreaming big and you know, all of that good stuff. However, it can also make you very unclear in what you're saying, because Mercury is, you know, about details. Mercury loves the details. Give me the facts, says Mercury. Okay? Neptune doesn't have any facts. There's no boundaries with Neptune. We are all drops of water in the ocean. We're all stars in cosmos. So there's no boundaries with Neptune. So Mercury's like swimming around in this, like, what do you want me to do with this? I don't know what to do with this. You know, where's the beginning? Where's the end? Where's the middle? And Neptune's, there is none. We're all one. So, okay, you're going to have to wrestle with that for a while, because your ruling planet Mercury goes retrograde February 23rd through March 17th. And, you know, you got to do what you got to do, you know. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But, you know, you're going to be really creative in February and March. And you're going to have all of this spiritual energy pouring through you. And it's about you channeling it into the world, okay? Because first we have the Aquarius new moon on February 9th and 10th, activating the area of your life that has to do with spiritual expansion, expansion of consciousness. I am this great cosmic being having this human experience. I'm channeling you, the Gemini. So you know, you are this great cosmic being having this human experience, and you'll be feeling this in February. And it's about you channeling it into the work, channeling it into your destiny in the world. Now, this new moon in Aquarius is awesome. I really like this new moon because it gets things going in February for all of us. Now, the only challenge to this new moon is a semi-square from Uranus, and it actually squares the north and the south node. So this And the North Node represents the direction of life we need to go in. South Node represents our past. The North Node is in the area of your life that has to do with your lifestyle, your work, and your health habits. So Aquarius is saying, get beyond those self-imposed limitations. If you need to change your work or change how you work, don't use age as an excuse or race as an excuse or gender as an excuse, okay? We limit ourselves. We tell ourselves all of these, oh, why I can't do this, why I can't do that. Well, the new moon in Aquarius is challenging you to move beyond those self-imposed limitations and go after what you want and make it happen. You have come to play a unique role that only you can play. What is your destiny, Gemini? What have you come here to do that only you can do? And who can you team up with? Aquarius represents the group, the groups we belong to. And so it's time for us all to team up with each other, because we can do so much more together than we can do alone. And so think about that. Like, who can you partner with? Who can you team up with to get your projects done, to get your work to the next level? And Mars challenges Jupiter and Gemini at the new moon as well, and this is going to make you really ambitious. This is going to make you feel that can-do spirit. I can move beyond my self-imposed limitations. I can make things happen. I can achieve my goals. And so you can do it. Mars is in your 10th house of career, destiny in the world, what you do in the world, your reputation in the world. So it's all about you being driven now, going after what you want and not letting those inner gremlins, the monkey mind, get in the way. You know, the part that spins in there and says, I'm not enough, blah, 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 blah. That's the lower negative ego, I call it. It's not the healthy ego. The healthy ego says, I can do it. Okay, now Venus is challenging Sirius Saturn on the 10th as well. So it's about being flexible, being aware of what you can do, but also knowing your limitations. Like for me, you know, working till exhaustion is not a good thing, right? So we got to know our limitations. We got to know what we can do and what we can't do. And we can't be all things to all people. We just can't. So be aware of that. And the sun slides into Dreaming Pisces on February 18th, also activating your career, destiny in the world, what you're here to do in the world. So you are on fire in your spiritual expansion in February. You are on fire in your career, what you do in the world. And so remember now, in Pisces, we don't want to be codependent with people. We help others through our example. We do not fix, save, and rescue. Focus on your creativity, your spirituality. Get out into nature. Nature heals so much. Focus on socially conscious projects. You know, you've got Neptune up there in your 10th house of career and destiny and what you do in the world. So now we've got the sun joining in there. We've got Mercury in there. We've got Mars in there. So we've got, you know, a whole lot of Neptune, Pisces going on in your area of how you define your individuality in the world, your career legacy in the world, your success in the world. So we're really expecting a lot from the Geminis in February. So focus on your career. Allow others to focus on themselves. But you focus on yourself and channeling your energy in the work that you do in the world, the destiny you've come here to play. Okay. And Saturn goes retrograde on February 18th through July 7th. And Saturn is all about authority, your inner authority. Do you own your authority? Do you trust your inner authority? And Saturn for you is in the area of your life that has to do with your health habits, your work habits, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. So Saturn is going, okay, how are you taking care of yourself? How's this job working for you? Do you like the environment? Do you like the people you work with? This is going to give you time from the 18th of February to July 7th to rethink these things, to redo these things, to go over these things. Then Mercury retrogrades February 23rd through March 17th, your ruling planet. And I know I personally am so affected by Mercury retrograde, it's not funny. Just remember to double check all the details. The devil is in the details, especially when it's in Pisces, because there's no details in Pisces. We're all one. And that doesn't make Mercury. Mercury does not like that. So Life goes on, work goes on, business goes on. Just double check everything. Did you hear what I said? Do we agree to this? Let's get it in writing. Don't assume anything. Don't assume they got the email. Don't assume they got that phone call. Because if people aren't getting your emails or your phone calls, Mercury retrograde, that's why we got to double check everything. Oh, and definitely keep a sense of humor, okay? Because it's all a movie anyway, and you're the star. Then we have the Virgo full moon on February 25th. I love this full moon. And this is in the area of your life that has to do with your foundation. It has to do with how you empower yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you take care of yourself. So this is a really good time to be, moving or purchasing a home after Mercury goes direct, and firming up your foundation so that you can have this incredible career work cycle ahead of you. The Virgo full moon is about getting out of the box, our limited thinking, self-imposed limitations. It's time to think big. It's time to dream the impossible dream, to follow your star. And you are the star of your life. You are the sun center of your astrology, and everything rotates around you. You will receive tremendous insight, guidance, and inspiration at the Virgo full moon. Pay attention to synchronicities and the signs coming from the universe. Yes, it will be an emotional full moon, but that's okay. Let the floodwaters release. As we release, we cleanse and we come up higher in consciousness, and we feel better. Pluto and Saturn are in harmonious and supportive energy flow with the Virgo full moon. You will have powerful resources made available to you to achieve your goals in 2013. So this full moon is bringing you the resources you need to do what you need to do. Money will be made available to you. Resources will be made available to you. Now Venus in Pisces ends our month coupled with Neptune. So Venus, right after the Virgo full moon goes into Pisces, and then she couples with Neptune on the 28th, at the end of February. So we're ending our month with Venus, the goddess of love, coupled with Neptune. So on the one hand, you can feel spiritual love, you can feel union with Creator, humanity, your twin flame or soulmate. On the other hand, you can be deceived or disappointed by love's illusion. Neptune, we tend to confuse the ideal with the real. We want to see people for who they are and not who we want them to be. For instance, is she or he walking their talk? It's never what people say, it's always what they do. Okay? It's never the talk, it's always the walk. Okay? So if they're walking their talk, then we know we can believe in them. Are you walking your talk? So this Venus-Neptune is a wonderful energy to end the month of February, because February is the month of love. It will stimulate your creativity, your imagination, and spirituality. However, I believe you must merge with your soul self first in order to merge with a soul mate. And I've included a few links below on twin flames and soulmates, on love, on how to attract your soulmate. You go to my website, they're made available to you. It's my gift to you. And this is a wonderful month for you. Yes, you will be rethinking things in your career or your work and what you're doing March 23rd through February 23rd through March 17th, because Mercury is your ruling planet and it is happening in the area of your life that has to do with your destiny in the world, your career in the world. So if you find yourself redoing some things there, it's all appropriate. All appropriate. Or if you find you just want to sit tight through that cycle, that's a good strategy too. It's not always good to jump, especially when Mercury's retrograde, because we never have all the facts when Mercury's retrograde. We never have all the details when Mercury is retrograde. So we want to be trusting our instincts, trusting our inner authority, trusting our power, owning our power, being patient. Patience and perseverance always pay off. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, Gemini. Thank you for liking and sharing my podcasts. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. Thank you for feeding back on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you find these podcasts. And until next time, keep looking up.